What a lark this is. Pity it won't last. Your energy is certainly commendable.
Hey, what's up guys, Darkilla here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the archery tank build. This build will allow you to eat a lot of damage while also being light enough and having enough iframes to avoid those one-shot mechanics. Just as an example, this is how easy it is to avoid attacks. Hopping straight into it. The first archetype you guys are going to want to use is the Alchemist. The reason we're using this is for the prime perk so we can have 4 concoctions at the same time. The second archetype you guys are going to want to use is the Archon. This is going to increase your uptime on your mods, and this is super important. Okay, the armor is pretty obvious. The Lido MK2 helmet, the Lido MK2 chest piece, the Lido MK2 legs, and the Labyrinth gauntlets. This is going to give you as much armor as possible. You guys can use any relic that you want, but the Relic Fragments, I would recommend armor effectiveness, health, and damage reduction. Okay, the amulet you guys are going to want to use is the Nightmare Spiral. Gain 10% of base range damage dealt as lifesteal. This is a lot of lifesteal, but there is a downside. Reduces healing effectiveness by 95%. This can be negated a little bit by using triage, but just know that your health regen and the healing that you get from your heart is going to be less. For our primary weapon, we're going to be using the Crescent Moon. The mod on this one allows you to shoot 2 arrows at the same time, gives you more lifesteal, but it also sends back 2 orbs, and each orb will heal you for 5% of your max health, even more healing. The mutator you guys are going to want to use is the Supercharger. That increases your fire rate for bows. For our handgun, we're going to be using the Enigma. The main reason we're using this is to increase our uptime of our primary mod. The mutator you guys want to use is the Feedback. Okay, the rings you guys want to use is the Stone of Benevolence. This is going to increase your uptime of your primary mod. That's why we're using the Enigma. It does elemental damage, and that's going to help us a lot. The Defensive Action Loop. Every time we reload, incoming damage is reduced by 10% for 3 seconds. We're using a bow and arrow, so we're constantly reloading. That's just flat out 10% DR basically. The Bright Steel Ring, so we have the lightest roll possible. And the Ring of Diversion to increase our iframes. Now, if you think you have enough iframes, alternatively, you could use the Hardcore Metal Band. This is going to increase your DR every time you get hit, and it should max out your DR. Just keep in mind you do have to get, hit a little bit, so this isn't going to save you from like a one-shot mechanic. Okay, here's all the trait points we're using. These are going to increase your survivability while also increasing your iframes and the distance that you can roll. Okay, the concoctions you guys are going to want to use is the Mudtooth Tonic, increases your maximum health. The Bark Extract increases your armor. The Verdant Tea reduces your stamina penalty, allowing you to dodge more. Same with Dark Fluid, reduces your stamina penalty, but also increases your evade distance. If you guys don't mind spending the extra scrap, I also recommend using the Ambit Amber. This will increase your iframes, but also increase your evade speed, making it easier to avoid those one-shot mechanics. Alright, here's what your rotation should look like. Use the Enigma primary mod, swap to your primary, activate the primary mod. Make sure you charge your bow all the way so you shoot 2 arrows to max out your healing. About halfway through, reapply the Enigma mod, keep shooting. And as you can see, our primary mod is already back. So yeah, just make sure your Enigma is always on your enemy, and you'll basically have 100% uptime on your primary mod. But yeah guys, that's basically it. Short and sweet video. Hope you guys have fun.
Affirmative.
And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.